Major concern in America, even though there's only one active case right now, a doctor in New York. Hospitals around the nation are here at home, are preparing for the outbreak if it ever does happen. News Channel 3 reporter Senare de los Santos is live with more on how Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital is preparing for it. Senare.
Well, CJ, Cottage Hospital hopes that Ebola never hits this close to home. But if it does, not only do they have the right equipment, but they've been training their staff since August, and they're confident that they'll be able to contain this deadly disease.
Mary's going to help you. She has to have better control.
Every hospital has to be prepared to care for an Ebola suspect. However, not every hospital is capable of doing that at the level that Cottage Hospital is.
That's because Cottage Hospital in Santa Barbara is preparing to handle potential patients that are affected by the deadly disease known as Ebola.
Today we are doing training for donning and doffing of PPE, and that's putting on and taking off PPE. We also train on waste management and hand hygiene for every staff member who comes through.
Cottage Hospital has isolated a section on the third floor called the Highly Infectious Care Unit, which would house a possible Ebola patient, and it's also where training is taking place.
We started a collaborative partnership with Cottage way back in August, and since that time, new things have developed. We know more about Ebola, we know how to train staff, and so Cottage has done a phenomenal job since that time of taking the steps to prepare their staff and prepare a unit where they could actually care for an Ebola patient.
Nearly 200 volunteered staff have received the proper training.
Now the next thing Myra's going to put on is her gown.
Not 1 inch of skin is exposed once the medical staff has properly put on the protective gear. And things got messy in training once chocolate syrup was added.
You're going to have to be careful when you take off these PPE.
We put the chocolate everywhere where the person might become contaminated while they're taking off their PPE, and they are able to see through the whole process what they're cleaning off and see any areas that might be contaminated during the process.
And training won't stop here. They plan on brushing up on their skills every 6 months. Live in Santa Barbara, Senare de los Santos, News Channel 3.